Hello students, welcome to All Scholar classes. So today I will be taking the third part of chapter 2, that is microorganism, friend and foe. This is the chapter from 8th class science. So in the first two videos, if you will go in my part 1 and part 2, you will see that I have discussed about microorganism, friend, how they are useful to us, how these microorganisms are being useful to us. In this part, in the third part, we should discuss how these microorganisms are foe, means how these microorganisms are enemy to us, how harmful these microorganisms are. So we shall discuss about harmful microorganisms. We shall discuss what is the pathogen, okay, and we shall discuss about all the diseases that are causing in microorganisms in humans. We shall see that housefly and mosquitoes is the main carrier of these diseases, and we shall discuss about all the disease, most of the disease, not all the disease that are caused by microorganisms in humans. Then we will be discussing in plants, and at the last in animals we shall be discussing about anthrax and foot and mouth disease. Okay, so this is what we are going to discuss today. So let's start with harmful microorganisms. So harmful microorganisms. Microorganisms are harmful in different ways. These microorganisms, they cause disease in humans, okay, in different plants and even in animals, okay. So microorganisms causes disease in humans, plants and animals. So there is a term which you should be familiar with, that is a pathogens, okay. So what is pathogens? If you are being asked what is pathogen, you will say that such type of microorganism which causes disease in humans, plants and animals, such microorganisms are called pathogens. So basically pathogens are what? They are microorganisms. Pathogens को क्या कहेंगे? वो microorganisms ही होते हैं. ये वो microorganisms होते हैं जो humans, plants और animals में disease cause करते हैं. Disease causing microorganisms. Okay, what are you going to say here? Disease causing microorganisms in plants, animals and humans. Such microorganisms are called pathogens. Okay, so the one harm, what do they do? The first harm that microorganisms do, that they cause disease in plants, animals and humans. Second thing is that these microorganisms, they spoil our food, okay. Further I will be teaching you how they spoil our food. They spoil our clothes and even leathers, okay. So पहली चीज हो गई कि माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म हमें कैसे हार्म करते हैं, डिजीज कॉज करके, ह्यूमंस में भी, प्लांट्स में भी और एनिमल्स में भी. दूसरी चीज हो गई कि वो हमारे फूड को स्पॉइल करते हैं. आई शैल बी टेलिंग यू हाउ दे स्पॉइल आवर फूड, हमारे क्लोथ्स को और इवन इन आवर लेदर्स, ओके. So now we shall see disease causing microorganisms in humans, okay. So which are these microorganisms that are going to cause disease in humans? First we shall discuss in humans, later we will be discussing about plant and animal. तो अभी हम क्या डिस्कस करेंगे? We will discuss कि वो कौन से माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म हैं जो ह्यूमंस में डिजीज कॉज करते हैं, ओके. सो आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू अबाउट पैथोजेंस. वी हैव डिस्कस्ड अबाउट पैथोजेंस, ओके. नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज कि these pathogens are a microorganism that cause disease in us, in human beings. Right now I am talking only about human beings. So now the question is that how these pathogens enter in our body. ये pathogens जो हैं ये हमारी बॉडी में एंटर कैसे करते हैं जिससे कि वो हमें डिफरेंट डिजीज कॉज करते हैं, ओके. सो क्या नोट हो सकता है कि हाउ दिस पैथोजेंस कैन एंटर इन the water we drink, the water which we are drinking, maybe that may be pathogenic, उसमें pathogens हो सकते हैं. The food we are eating, okay, it may be possible that the food which we are eating may have some pathogens. Further I will be telling you how in some of the foods, uncovered foods, pathogens are there. Okay, then if somebody is infected with any particular disease, so we can be, if we come in direct contact with an infected person के थ्रू भी वो पैथोजन आ सकता है. या sometimes many animals are a carrier of a disease, carrier of these pathogens. Okay, so carrier animals. Okay, so now हमारी बॉडी में ये पैथोजेंस कैसे एंटर कर सकते हैं? एयर के थ्रू एंटर कर सकते हैं, the air that we are breathing. वाटर के थ्रू एंटर कर सकते हैं, the water that we drink. फूड के थ्रू एंटर कर सकते हैं, the food that we are eating. और if we come in contact with an infected person, किसी पर्सन को ये पर्टिकुलर डिजीज हुई है, उससे डायरेक्ट कॉन्टैक्ट में हम आए तो भी ये हमें इन्फेक्ट कर सकते हैं. या बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि there are animals that carry these pathogens, so we can be infected by them also. Okay, so these are the modes how these pathogens they get transmitted to us. Okay, through an infected person, if we come in direct contact with them, with the carrier, by an animal. Okay, so now the question is that if microbial disease that can be spread by an infected person to a healthy person through air, water, food, physical contact, such type of microbial disease is called as communicable disease. Okay, now the question is, सबसे पहला word आपको मिला pathogens, next is communicable disease. So what is communicable disease? Communicable disease वो disease है जिसमें कोई particular person, infected person जो है कि अपने microbial disease को transmit करता है किसमें? healthy person में. ठीक है, infected वाला transfer किया किसको? healthy person को. Okay, और इस healthy person को वो कैसे ट्रांसफर कर सकता है? एयर के थ्रू, वाटर के थ्रू, फूड के थ्रू. ओके, और फिजिकल कांटेक्ट के थ्रू. तो उस टाइप के डिजीज को हम क्या बोलते हैं? कम्युनिकेबल डिजीज. ओके, सो लेट्स सी द एग्जांपल्स ऑफ कम्युनिकेबल डिजीज. द फर्स्ट वेरी नोन कम्युनिकेबल डिजीज, वेरी कॉमन इन इंडिया आल्सो, इज कॉलेरा. सेकंड इज कॉमन कोल्ड. Okay, these all are communicable disease. Next is the chicken pox. Okay, and the fourth one is tuberculosis, that we call as TB. So cholera, common cold, chicken pox and TB, all these are communicable disease. It is a very important question in the exams. You are mostly asked that write to communicable disease, write for communicable disease. So you are going to write cholera, common cold, chicken pox and TB. Okay, so this was how these pathogens get transmitted. So when a person suffering from, suppose example is common cold we are taking. So a person suffering from common cold, what he does particularly, he sneezes. If he sneezes out, what happens? You must have seen that if somebody sneezes, few drops of water, droplets of moisture or water comes out. Okay, जब कोई छींकता है तो क्या होता है? कुछ पानी के ड्रॉप्स आते हैं. तो वो जो ड्रॉप्स होते हैं वाटर के, वो बेसिकली क्या होते हैं? उसमें क्या होता है? thousands of viruses are spread in the air. जब कोई छींका तो उस छींक के थ्रू, उस वाटर ड्रॉपलेट्स के थ्रू, उस मॉइस्चर के थ्रू thousands of viruses are going to spread in the air. Now what happens? So in the air, these viruses have came. Now, if suppose a healthy person is standing there, if that virus is going to enter in the healthy person while breathing and it is going to cause infection. ओके, तो इस तरीके से कम्युनिकेबल डिजीज कम्युनिकेट होती है, एक से दूसरे में ट्रांसफर हुई। एक तो इन्फेक्टेड है, दूसरा हेल्दी है लेकिन उसके में ट्रांसफर हो गई। किसी ने छींका, छींक के थ्रू जो भी वायरस एयर में आए वो जो हेल्दी वाला था उसने इनहेल किया, तो इस तरीके से हो गया। आपने देखा होगा अगर कॉमन कोल्ड घर में किसी को हुआ, एक को हुआ तो सबको हो जाता है। व्हाई इज इट सो? इट इज बिकॉज दिस इज अ कम्युनिकेबल डिजीज। एक को हुआ, उसने छींका या कुछ भी ऐसा टॉवल वगैरह आप लोग सेम यूज कर लिए तो सबको हो जाएगा। ओके, दैट्स व्हाई इट इज सेड दैट इफ यू वांट टू स्नीज, इफ यू वांट टू sneeze, you should keep handkerchief on your nose, mouth while sneezing. Okay, it is better to keep a distance with an infected person. You should always keep a distance with an infected person, or if you are infected, just keep a handkerchief on your mouth so that you cannot communicate the disease to other persons. Okay. So now the question is that what microbes, how these microbes they carry these diseases. So there are some insects and animals which act as a carrier of disease causing microbes. Okay, so here there is a two common insect we shall be discussing today. One is the housefly. Okay, housefly carries these acts as a carrier of the disease, microbial disease, and second one is the mosquito. Okay, you must have heard that mosquito causes many of the microbial disease. Okay, so we shall be discussing about these two. So if we see housefly, what happens with these flies? You must have seen that these flies are very dirty. Why they are called as dirty? Because they go and they get and sit on the garbages, on the animals' excretes. Okay, and what happens when they sit on these dirty things? Okay, the pathogen that is causing the microbial disease sticks on their body. Okay, and when these flies they sit on uncovered food, they transfer the pathogens. Okay, क्या होता है कि ये जो हाउसफ्लाई होती है ये गार्बेजेस में या एनिमल्स वेस्ट जो भी है या जो भी फीटस वगैरह हम निकालते हैं उस पे जाके बैठ जाते हैं। उस पे जब ये बैठते हैं तो क्या होता है कि उसमें पैथोजेंस होते हैं, माइक्रोबियल डिजीज को जो कॉज करते हैं, तो वो पैथोजेंस इनकी बॉडी पे स्टिक हो जाते हैं। अब क्या होगा कि कोई अनकवर्ड फूड है उस पे आके ये हाउसफ्लाई बैठ गई तो इट ट्रांसमिट्स द पैथोजन। अब जो पर्सन उस अनकवर्ड फूड को खाएगा उसको वो माइक्रोबियल डिजीज होनी है। ओके, सो दैट्स व्हाई इट इज सेड दैट वी शुड नॉट ईट अनकवर्ड फूड। घर में भी हमेशा बोला जाता है कि खानों को कवर करके रखिए कि उस पे हाउसफ्लाई ना बैठे, क्योंकि वो हाउसफ्लाई कहाँ से आई है, किस पैथोजन को लेके आई है, वी डोंट नो। या मार्केट में भी जो अनकवर्ड फूड होते हैं उस पे आप देखते होंगे कि सो मेनी हाउसफ्लाइज आर सिटिंग। So we should not eat that types of food because lots of pathogens are being carried by these houseflies because they sit on food also and they go and sit on the garbages and other things also. Okay, so whoever eats this contaminated food is likely to get sick. So it is always advised that we should not eat uncovered food, or we should always keep our food covered. Okay, so we should avoid consuming uncovered items of food. So this was about housefly, how they transmit the pathogen. Next is the mosquitoes. Another example of carrier is mosquitoes. In mosquitoes there are many types of mosquitoes which are causing different kinds of disease. So in mosquitoes, first we shall discuss for female anopheles. Okay, mosquito का डिस्कशन करते हैं। ये जो फीमेल एनाफिलीज है ये बहुत ही कॉमन डिजीज की कैरियर है, दैट इज इट acts as a parasite of a disease called malaria. Okay, it carries the parasite of malaria. Malaria cause करती है female anopheles. Next mosquito, एक तो mosquito ये हो गया female anopheles. We shall be discussing about malaria in detail. Next is the female. We are discussing about the mosquito only. Female Aedes mosquito. Aedes. Okay, female Aedes mosquito. What do they carry? They are the carrier of a dengue virus. Okay, they carry dengue virus. So we have seen housefly, how they spoil our food, spoil food. Next we have seen about mosquitoes. These mosquitoes in which female anopheles is there, which causes malaria. Female Aedes is there, which causes dengue virus. Okay. So all what happens? These mosquitoes, all the mosquitoes, they where they breed. They breed in water. They normally breed in water. किसमें वो breed करते हैं? पानी में breed करते हैं. That's why we are told not to keep collected water. हमें क्यों मना किया जाता है कि वाटर को कलेक्ट करके नहीं रखना चाहिए, या कहीं पे भी वाटर कलेक्शन नहीं होना चाहिए, या जैसे आप कूलर्स यूज करते हो समर में तो कूलर्स में पानी को चेंज करते रहना चाहिए, या अगर आप पानी नहीं यूज कर रहे हो कूलर का तो उसका पानी ड्रेन आउट कर देना चाहिए. We should not keep that water. Why is that? Because these mosquitoes they get collected there. Okay, coolers हैं, टायर्स हैं, या फ्लावर पॉट्स हैं, एक्सेट्रा में ये मॉस्किटोज कलेक्ट हो जाते हैं. सो बाय कीपिंग दी सराउंडिंग क्लीन एंड ड्राई वी कैन प्रिवेंट मॉस्किटोज फ्रॉम ब्रीडिंग. अगर हम अपने सराउंडिंग को क्लीन नहीं रखते हैं, वाटरी रखते हैं, तो क्या होगा, उसमें मॉस्किटोज ब्रीड करेंगे. And these mosquitoes are the carrier of so many diseases. You can see they are going to cause disease. So we should keep our surrounding clean and dry to prevent mosquitoes from breeding. Now we shall discuss in detail about dengue virus, malaria, and we shall also be discussing about chikungunya. Okay, so let's see how these mosquitoes transmit the disease. So dengue fever, it is a viral infection disease. Okay, it is caused by a virus. Okay, so this disease, as I have already told you, is caused by female Aedes mosquito. Female Aedes mosquito. Female, not male. Remember this. Female Aedes mosquito. Okay, so it's a viral disease. Carrier is a viral infection disease. It is a virus. Excuse me. So what happens is this disease is caused by any of the 4 related dengue virus. कोई भी एक dengue virus हो सकता है. These 4 dengue viruses are Den1, Den2, Den3 or Den4. Okay, any of these dengue virus can be responsible. So what happens in a dengue fever? It is called as black-bone fever. What it is called? It is called black-bone fever. Why is it called this? डेंगू को black-bone fever क्यों बोलते हैं? It is because sometimes it causes a severe muscle pain. डेंगू के क्या सिम्टम्स है? बॉडी पेन बहुत ज्यादा होता है, इसीलिए इसको black-bone fever बोलते हैं. ओके, आपके मसल्स में, जॉइंट्स में इतना ज्यादा पेन होगा कि इट यू वुड लाइक टू फील कि हाँ योर बोन्स आर ब्रेकिंग. ओके, बोन्स ब्रेक हो रहे हैं ऐसी फीलिंग आएगी. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड एज black-bone fever. Okay, so let's see the symptoms of dengue. So let's talk about these symptoms. So this symptoms of dengue usually starts with a fever within 4 to 7 days after mosquito is going to bite you. जब आपको मॉस्किटो ने बाइट किया उसके 4 से 7 दिन के अंदर ऐसा होता है. ऐसा नहीं है कि आज मॉस्किटो बाइट किया और आज ही आपको डेंगू के सिम्टम्स देखने लगेंगे. नो, आफ्टर 4 to 7 days if an infected mosquito is going to bite you. So the most common symptoms vary in each of the persons according to the age, according to the immunity power, but the basic symptoms which are seen in dengue, I must tell you, the first one is a very high fever. Dengue gives a very high fever. This high fever can be up to 105 degree Fahrenheit. इतना हाई फीवर होता है कि 105 डिग्री फ़ारेनहाइट पे भी जा सकता है. ओके. सेकंड थिंग इज दैट देयर इज अ सीवियर मसल पेन. ओके, मसल्स और जॉइंट्स में बहुत पेन होगा. मसल्स एंड जॉइंट पेन, सीवियर मसल एंड जॉइंट पेन इज देयर. ओके. देन व्हाट हैपन, देयर इज अ हेडेक. बहुत सिर में भी दर्द होता है. सीवियर हेडेक भी होता है. Okay, there is a severe headache, and one more symptoms which is mostly seen is that you will see that your body has got red patches, red rashes or red patches are there on the chest. It can be back, stomach, or on the limbs, and even if it is very severe in the faces also. So you can observe some red rash on both different parts of bodies. Okay, especially your chest and back. This is basically because red patches इतना high fever होता है तो वैसे भी red patch होने ही है. Okay, so this is also a symptom, and you are going to have a pain behind your eyes. Okay, pain behind the eyes. Okay, then there is a feeling of nausea, or you will feel like vomiting. Nausea and vomiting feeling. Okay, and one more symptoms can be there, that some of them may have diarrhea also. Okay, diarrhea, loose motion and all can be there. Okay, so these are some of the symptoms. The first one is a very high fever and a severe muscles and joint pain. ये तो होना ही होना. अगर आपको डेंगू हुआ है तो आपको हाई फीवर होगा ही, सीवियर मसल्स एंड जॉइंट पेन्स होंगे, सीवियर हेडेक भी होंगे, रेड रैशेस भी पड़ सकते हैं, पेन बिहाइंड योर आईज, नॉजिया एंड वॉमिटिंग की फीलिंग आएगी, एंड डायरिया. सो दीज आर द सिम्टम्स ऑफ अ डेंगू fever. So students, if you have not subscribed our channel yet, Ollie Scholar, please do subscribe it. We upload videos daily from science also, from maths part also. So please subscribe the channel, and please go through the channel, and you can also go in Google Play and just download the app from there. Okay. So now we will discuss about malaria. Malaria is a disease that is caused by a parasite. Okay, it is caused by a parasite that are transmitted to the people by the bite of an infected female Anopheles mosquito. Which mosquito? Female Anopheles mosquitoes. Okay. And the parasite Plasmodium is there. Okay, so this is a life-threatening disease, but it can be prevented and it is a curable disease. Okay, so let's see what are the symptoms suffer from fever. Okay. Then chills are there. आपको ठंड सी लगेगी. Chilling is there. Okay. You must be feeling cold. ठंड टाइप का लगेगा. Headache is there. You are going to have. Your heads are going to pain. Headache is there. Sweats are there. Sweating होती है इसमें. Okay. Sweating is there. Fatigue. You will feel like your body is very tired. You will feel tired. Okay. So there is a body fatigue. And nausea and vomiting is very common. Okay. Then in case of malaria, there is a body ache. Body is going to ache. Okay. And you will feel like you are sick. All the time you will feel like you are sick. Okay. So malaria is caused by parasite Plasmodium, and it is transmitted by female Anopheles mosquito when it bites some persons. Okay. So we have seen about dengue and malaria. Now the question is कि dengue and malaria, both of them are caused by mosquitoes. What are the preventions, or how can you prevent these disease, or what are the measures you can take, or what are the steps you can take to control the spread of malaria and dengue? Okay. So how can you control dengue, fever and malaria? Let's see. How can you control dengue and malaria? So we all know that how these dengue and malaria are caused. It is caused by मॉस्किटोज. तो सबसे जरूरी चीज क्या है कि मॉस्किटो को आने ही ना दें, मॉस्किटो को कलेक्ट ही ना होने दें. अगर मॉस्किटोज कलेक्ट नहीं होंगे तो ना तो वो आपको बाइट करेंगे, ना आपको डेंगू होगा, ना मलेरिया होगा. तो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट जो चीज है दैट इज कीप योर सराउंडिंग ड्राई एंड क्लीन. तो आप अपने सराउंडिंग को ड्राई कैसे रख सकते हो? डोंट लेट वाटर्स टू बी कलेक्टेड. पानी को कलेक्ट मत होने दीजिए किसी भी फॉर्म में. कूलर्स में, टायर्स में, या आपके पॉट्स हैं जिसमें आप प्लांटिंग करते हो, कहीं पे भी पानी का कलेक्शन नहीं होना चाहिए. अगर पानी कलेक्ट हुआ तो these mosquitoes they breed in water and they are going to be collected. So keep your surrounding dry and clean. The second thing you can do is that there is a season when dengue and malaria is being spread most commonly. It is mostly when this winters और समर के बीच का जो सीजन होता है, विंटर खत्म होने वाली होती है और समर से स्टार्ट होने वाले होते हैं. तो आपको क्या रखना चाहिए? आपको अपने बॉडी के आर्म्स और लेग्स को cover your arms and legs. आर्म्स एंड लेग्स को बिल्कुल कवर्ड रखिए जिससे कि मॉस्किटो आपको बाइट न कर पाए. एंड दीज मॉस्किटोज दे गेट रिफ्लेक्टेड, दे गेट अफेक्टेड, और दे गेट यू कैन से कि attracted mostly with the dark colors. So try to wear light color clothes. Wear light color clothes. Okay. Then the fourth one is that कि you just try to avoid going to the places where these dengue and malaria is spread. Okay. Avoid traveling to the areas where is the outbreak of any of these disease. Okay. Avoid traveling to the areas where there is outbreak of any of these disease. Fine, you need not to travel to the places जहाँ पे डेंगू और मलेरिया फैला, वहाँ आपको जाने का जरूरत ही नहीं है. सेकेंड थिंग क्या है कि आप अपने साथ हमेशा मॉस्किटो रेपेलेंट को रखिए और यूज मॉस्किटो रेपेलेंट. In the market, different types of mosquito repellents are present. Okay, roll-on is also there. You can keep these roll-ons in your pockets and just you can put on your hands or on your arms and all. Okay, so keep mosquito repellents with yourself. And windows को cover करिए with the net and all. Okay, so fix mesh on windows. Fix mesh on windows so that mosquito can't enter in your house. आपके घर में मॉस्किटो आ ही ना पाए, इसलिए आप मॉस्किटोज आउट हैं तो फिक्स करिए मैश को. And the seventh and a very good practice so that mosquitoes can't bite you is that use net. Mosquito net is the best thing. Okay. If you are going to develop a habit of using mosquito net, use mosquito net, okay, to avoid mosquito bite. If you are going to use mosquito net, that is the best thing. Instead of using so many kinds of all out and all, it's best to use mosquito net. Okay, so these are some of the measures through which we can control dengue and malaria. The first one is that we should always keep our surrounding dry. वाटर का कलेक्शन बिल्कुल नहीं होना चाहिए. We should cover our arms and hands. Just wear full pant, full shirt, so that your arms and heads are covered. Wear light colored clothes so that mosquitoes does not get attracted towards you. You should avoid traveling to the areas where there is an outbreak of these disease. जिस एरिया में ये डिजीज बहुत फैले हुए हैं वहाँ पे हमें नहीं जाना चाहिए. We should use mosquito repellents. Keep mosquito roll-on repellents with yourself. Use it. Try to close your window so that mosquitoes from outside could not come to your house. Or if you don't want to close your window for a cross ventilation, just put nets or fixed mesh in your windows. And the very good practice is to use mosquito net. If you are going to use mosquito net, mosquitoes are not going to bite you. Okay? So this was about how we can control dengue and malaria. Now let's see about chikungunya. So chikungunya is also a viral disease. It means that it is also transmitted by a virus. Okay? So it is a viral disease transmitted to humans by an infected mosquito. An infected mosquito transmits chikungunya to humans. So now let's see some of the symptoms that are being seen in case of chikungunya. Okay, so the symptoms are usually seen after 3 to 7 days when a person is being bitten with an infected mosquito. Okay, तुरंत आज मॉस्किटो काटा आज ही आपको symptoms नहीं दिखेंगे. 3 to 7 days के अंदर आपको symptoms दिखना शुरू होंगे जब आपको मॉस्किटो कट करेगा. Okay, तो सबसे कॉमन जो सिम्टम है that is fever and joint pain. Okay, the first symptom is the fever and joint pain. Okay, fever होगा, joint में और muscles में आपके pain रहेगा. Okay, so other सबसे मेन तो फीवर और जॉइंट पेन है. अदर सिम्टम्स में दैट इंक्लूड्स हेडेक है, मसल पेन है. ओके, हेडेक, मसल पेन, देयर कैन बी अ जॉइंट स्वेलिंग. ओके, जॉइंट्स कैन बी स्वेल्ड. ओके, जॉइंट्स swelling or sometimes there are rashes also. Okay, so the main symptom is fever and joint pain. Other symptoms are headache, muscles pain, joint pain, silver rashes are there. So these chikungunya they does not result in death, but the symptoms can be severe. Okay, It does not result in death, but the symptoms are severe. Or most of the patients of the chikungunya they feel better after 1 week. एक week थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम रहेगी, एक week के बाद they feel better. Okay, in some of the cases the joint pain may persist for a month. चिकनगुनिया में जो जॉइंट पेन होता है वो कुछ मंथ्स के लिए परसिस्ट कर सकता है. अब ये चिकनगुनिया डेंजरस किस में है? चिकनगुनिया इज डेंजरस और इट कैन बी रिस्की और इट कैन बी मोर सीवियर डिजीज फॉर न्यूबॉर्न्स. इफ अ न्यूबॉर्न इज इन्फेक्टेड around at the time of the birth with a chikungunya, it is very severe. Okay, secondly, if a person who are greater than 65 years, okay, इन लोगों के लिए भी बहुत डेंजरस होता है. So people, those who are having ages above 65 years, and also some people, those who are going under medical conditions, like if they are having high blood pressures, diabetes is there, or they are having heart disease, so उनके लिए भी चिकनगुनिया is not good. अच्छा, one important thing I would like to mention here that if a chikungunya is caused once, if a person is being infected by chikungunya, it is a chance or he or she is most likely to be protected from future infections. अगर आपको एक बार चिकनगुनिया हो गया तो आपको फ्यूचर में चिकनगुनिया होने का चांस कम होता है, क्योंकि आपके अंदर बेसिकली इफ यू आर गोइंग टू सी माय फर्स्ट पार्ट एंड द सेकंड पार्ट यू विल गेट टू नो दैट हाउ दीज एंटीबॉडीज आर डेवलप्ड इन आवर बॉडी. तो आपको एक बार चिकनगुनिया हो गया तो आपके अंदर एंटीबॉडीज आ जाएंगी जो चिकनगुनिया के वायरस से लड़ने के लिए रेडी होंगी. दे विल बी रेडी टू फाइट अगेंस्ट द वायरस. ओके, सो मोस्टली चांस कम होते हैं कि अगर आपको एक बार चिकनगुनिया हुआ तो यू आर सेफ फॉर रेस्ट ऑफ द ईयर्स. ओके, so we shall discuss now some common human disease caused by microorganisms. Okay, so let's see. Here you can see in the first column there is a human disease. Second column is the microorganism that is going to cause that disease, causative microorganism. Third column is a mode of transmission, how this disease is being transmitted. As I have already told you, air, water, food and different animals or infected person, they can be a mode of transmission. Then we will be seeing the preventive measures that we can take just to get rid of these disease. Okay, so the first one is tuberculosis, which is commonly called TB, very common in India. Okay, so it is a bacterial disease. The microorganism that causes TB is bacteria, and it is the mode of transmission is air. Okay, it is transmitted from the air itself only. If a person having TB coughs in the air, so जो TB के जो बैक्टीरियाज हैं वो एयर में आ जाएंगे और उनके सराउंडिंग में जो हेल्दी पर्सन्स हैं that are also going to be infected. Okay, so it's a communicable disease. Next one is the measles. It's a viral disease, that is the causative microorganism is a virus, and the mode of transmission is again air. In the air these viruses they live. Next is the chickenpox. It is again a viral disease, means the causative microorganism is a virus, and chickenpox can be transmitted through air also. And if you come in contact with a person who is already suffering from chickenpox, जो infected person है जिसको already chickenpox हुआ है, अगर आप उसके contact में आते हो तो आपको भी chickenpox होने के chances हैं. And the fourth one is polio. So polio is a virus disease. We have already discussed about polio. If you will go in my previous part of this chapters, you can see that I have discussed about polio, how it had been eradicated from India itself. Okay, so the mode of transmission in that is air and water both. Okay, now let's see what are the preventive measures, how can we prevent us from these diseases. So what we need to do is that we need to keep the distance in complete isolation. All those persons who are infected, we should be isolated from that. We should from them. Keep the personal belongings of the patient away from those of others. इसका क्या मतलब है? उनके जो भी पर्सनल बिलोंगिंग्स हैं, लाइक द टॉवल्स दे आर यूजिंग, द यूटेंसिल्स दे आर यूजिंग टू ईट, एंड ऑल द थिंग्स शुड बी सेपरेट. यू शुड नॉट यूज द सेम टॉवल, सेम यूटेंसिल्स or any other belonging which that infected person is using. Okay, and the most important thing, that is the vaccination to be given at suitable ages. चिकन पॉक्स, पोलियो, measles, इन सब की वैक्सीन्स हैं और चिल्ड्रंस और इन्फेंट्स आर गिवन इट एट डिफरेंट एजेस. So about vaccination also I have discussed in my previous part of the video. You can go there and study in detail about vaccination. Okay. So next is cholera and typhoid. Both of them are bacterial disease. That is the positive microorganism is a bacteria. Okay. So in cholera it can be transmitted from water or food. If you drink a contaminated food or a poisonous food, okay, so cholera can take place. Typhoid is transmitted from water. If you drink unhealthy water, unhygienic water, you can suffer from typhoid. Okay. So the preventive measures or how you can control it are to maintain a personal hygiene and good sanitary habits. You should always maintain a personal hygiene. अपने hygiene का आपको खुद से ही ध्यान देना, और especially the water which you are drinking should be good, pure water. You should always consume cooked food and boiled drinking water. Food should be cooked and it should not be of many days. आप फूड जो कुक हुआ है वो जितने जल्दी कंज्यूम हो जाए, इट्स गुड टू अवॉइड कॉलेरा एंड टाइफाइड. ओके, एंड अगेन वैक्सीनेशन इज देयर फॉर बोथ ऑफ देम, कॉलेरा एंड टाइफाइड. सो इन्फेंट्स और चिल्ड्रन एट देयर एजेस they should take the vaccine of cholera and typhoid. Okay, so this was about these disease. We have seen some of the disease. We have already seen about malaria, dengue and chikungunya. Okay, like that there are many other diseases that are caused by these microorganisms, like hepatitis is there, and other diseases are also there that are caused by microorganisms. So if we talk about hepatitis A, it is again a viral disease. That is the positive microorganism is a virus, and the mode of transmission is water. We should always drink clean boiled water. That is the preventive measure we can take. Just drink clean and boiled water. Okay. So this was all about the diseases which we have discussed, some of the human disease. So here we complete about human disease, that the microorganism that causes human disease. Next we shall discuss about the disease that are caused in plants and animals due to these microorganisms. Okay. So now we shall see the disease causing microorganisms in animals. Right now we have seen how these microorganisms they cause different diseases in human beings. Let's see which type of disease they cause in animals. So there are several microorganisms that not only causes disease in humans and plants, but they causes disease in animals also. Okay. So example we can take, very common disease in animals is of anthrax. Okay, you must have heard about anthrax also. So it is a dangerous human and cattle disease, and it's a bacterial disease. Bacterial disease means it is caused by a bacterium. Okay, so anthrax is a bacterial disease caused by bacteria. One is anthrax and other is foot and mouth disease. Foot and mouth disease. Okay, so this is a virus disease, it is caused by a virus. This foot and mouth disease is also very common disease in cattle. Okay, so there was a scientist named Robert Koch. Okay, Robert Koch was a scientist in the year 1876. Okay, he discovered bacterium. This bacterium, that is a bacterium that is named as Bacillus. Okay, the name of that bacteria was Bacillus anthracis. Okay, so this is the bacteria which causes anthrax disease in animals. On the name of this bacteria, this disease is called as anthrax. Okay, so this was about animals. Now we shall discuss about the disease causing microorganisms in plants. Okay, so we have seen in animals. Now let's see in plants. So there are several microorganisms that cause different diseases in plants, like wheat is there, rice, potato, sugarcane, orange, apple and other. Okay, so what happens due to microbial disease in plant? The yield of the plant is being reduced. Okay, so plant की जो yielding होती है means जो जितना ज़्यादा planting हो सकती है वो yielding जो है कि reduce हो जाती है because of these microorganisms. Or there are certain means by which we can control them. These microorganisms can be controlled. Some chemicals can be used just to kill these microbes. Okay, so we shall be discussing some of the common plant disease caused by the microorganisms. I am just showing you the chart. Let's see. Some common plant disease caused by microorganisms. Let's discuss that. So here is the list of some of the common plant disease. So you can see that in the first column there is a plant disease, second column is a microorganism, and in the third column there is a mode of transmission. Okay. So there is a very common disease called citrus cancer. The microorganism involved is bacteria and the mode of transmission is air. Then comes the rest of wheat. It is microorganism caused is fungi. It is a disease caused in wheat and the mode of transmission is air as well as the sheaves. Okay, and the next one is the yellow vein mosaic of bhindi, that is called as okra. The mode of organism is a virus and mode of transmission is insect. This disease is being transmitted by insects. Okay, so this was about plant disease. So here we have seen about animal, how these microorganisms they cause disease in animals. We have seen how they cause in humans and in plants. So this was all about this chapter. Here the part 3 of the chapter microorganisms, friends and foe, that is the chapter 2 of class 8 science ends here. So thank you so much. Thank you for watching my video. If you have liked my video, please give a like button, and if you have not subscribed our channel Oli Scholar yet, please do subscribe it. So now Oli Scholar has developed its app also. You can just go and Google Play, download the app CSCS e-learning solution. There in the app you will get chapter wise videos, PDF notes are there, MCQ questions are there. You can just give online test there. And if you are interested in live classes, there is one-to-one teacher and student interacting classes. You can use we can give that also. So thank you so much. Thank you for watching my video. Again I am saying, if you have not subscribed our channel, please do subscribe it. Just go on www.olischolars.com so that you can get the daily updates of the videos which are being uploaded daily. Thank you.